Alright, so I finally got my Asus 780 Ti graphics card. Fairly stoked about that. I got it from Newegg, as you can see by the lovely packaging here. I did open up the brown cardboard box just to make sure that it had everything I wanted in it, aka the graphics card. I did notice when I was opening this up, on their box they put, let me see if I can slide this over here, last flap to awesomeness. I definitely misread that the first time. I was like, oh, don't you know. Alright, so they've got normal garbage in here, nobody wants. Packing material and whatnot. A flyer for 50% off of Lenovo. We've got my receipt, and then the graphics card itself, or at least the box. Now this is the good stuff right here, so shove that aside, I don't need that. And it's heavy. I'm gonna definitely say this is pushing, in the box with everything, probably 5 pounds. Maybe not 5 pounds, at least 4 pounds. So I'll open this up with delicate precision here. No. Yeah, this is not gonna be one of those unboxings where I'm like, yeah, good, they have cardboard. Quality material. No. I know what you're here to see. I mean, boxes are cool, but in the end, about 2 weeks after you get it, it's just going to collect dust for 5 or 10 years until you get a new graphics card. Asus and such of the incredible. So we've got some foam. Some more foam. Alright, oh I see. You got a little box here. With a flap. With a flap top here. And what do we have? Power connector. I might need that. We've got stickers in case you like gold. I think it came with red. I like red better. That'll fit the style of my computer. Alright, drivers, GPU tweak. Although, I don't know. Always go to their website and get the newest stuff. Oh, here's the red stickers. They're going to make me put stickers on no matter what. I probably won't show that because it'll take me 19 hours and I'll still screw it up. More foam. And there she is. I don't even know how to take this thing out. I feel like I'm delivering a baby. Holy cow, this thing is huge. Alright, so we'll drop that off. We'll put this here. My nice static proof case. It's probably not actually static proof. I was going to grab a mat from my office, but I forgot. And I ain't about to drive back there. So crinkle, crinkle. There it is. That is what the top would look like. And this is the bottom. Pet peeve of mine. And I don't know who decided this a long time ago, but graphics cards always look better on the bottom. But it's never the part you see. I know it's probably upside down so dust doesn't get in the fans, and there's some ergonomic truth to that, or ergonomic, I don't even know. But I don't like it, because you're like, oh, it's so nice, it looks so cool, and then you flip it over and you're like, yay, circuit board. So there's plastic here. I wonder if I'm supposed to take this off. That is a definite yes. So you can peel that off. I'm going to leave it on for right now until I get this situated to throw in the old machine. This top here is definitely made of metal. Those are metal fan blades. Well, this one might be plastic. This one's definitely metal. Although I'm assuming they're both metal. I don't know why on earth you would make one plastic and one metal. But this is a ginormous heavy card. So my hand's about a hand size, and that's how big it is. We've got our stickers. Like I said, I'm going to use the red. Choose your own color. There are 4 stickers total. Got a middle spot, that spot, and then I don't know, then something else. I guess these go right here. And it comes with 2 DVI ports, an HDMI, and I believe that's a display port. Although I don't use display, my monitors aren't that fancy and that new. And then you've got your slots right here for your SLI, if you're fortunate enough to do that. So let's just take a look at the box. So yeah, there we go, GeoForce 780 Ti. This thing should hypothetically pump out the power. I'm currently using a fairly old, I think it's about 4.5 years, a Radeon 5870. I think it's a 1 gig if I remember right. But like I said, I got that a few years ago, and it was top of the line then, but not anymore. This is not a very sharp blade either. Oh well. Oh well. Time to go borrow the wife's scissors. We won't let her know I'm using her kitchen scissors for this. I call them stickers, but they're actually like hard points. It feels like they're actually made out of metal, and they've got sticky on one side. So we'll slice those open again here. So yeah, I just got 3M tape on the back. And boom! We are all pimped out with the red stickers that no one will ever see, because like I said, I'll end up mounting the card like this. So, I will know they're there. That's the important part. Man, this thing is a beast. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to go get my case, and I'm going to take it apart, take the old card out, vacuum it out, and or blow it out with some compressed air, so you don't see how bad it is, and then we'll install this thing.
Alright, so I want to do a comparison video from my old graphics card to the new one. Currently in my system I've got a 5870, a Radeon 5870, and originally I was going to do Star Citizen because I really wanted to play that game in half decent quality, and on low quality with my current card with nothing else running, it chugs. So I was really stoked about my new 780 Ti getting here and testing that out. Well, as soon as I got home from work, I tried to fire it up and do all this, and it had an update that failed. Like, it had to patch, but then the patch failed and corrupted my files, and so I had to like delete everything, and it took me a little while, and then it looks like it's going to have literally like about a 32 gigabyte update to do. And so I've got that running in the background. I've also got Steam running in the background, Photoshop, Skype, and Spotify, and along with some Chrome tabs. So we're going to be looking at Rust for the comparison. It's horribly optimized right now, and you can see how poorly it runs. But this is probably the most taxing game that I have besides Star Citizen. I mean, you're looking at like a Minecraft fanboy here. So I play Minecraft, you know, Age of Empires 2. That is really loud audio. So nothing that really taxes my system a whole lot. But yeah, so I figured I'd just look around at this a little bit. You can see how horribly, I mean, yeah, it's not good. And like I said, a lot of this has to do with the system optimization right now with Rust. In the old Rust, my card actually ran this fairly smoothly. But I'm assuming with the new card, this is going to run really smooth. So I don't know how to bring up my FPS in this game. Alright, so maybe there's not a button for that. It's not good though. I'm like just looking at it, I'm gonna say we're probably in like the between 9 frames a second and probably 20 frames a second, something like that. But it's not good. So now you've got an idea of how it runs with my Radeon 5870. And now I'm going to shut everything down. We'll pull out the case. I'm going to vacuum it out and do all that. And then I'll stick in the new 780 Ti and we'll continue the video and see how it runs.
Alright, so I've got this all blown out here. I took the vacuum to it, carefully of course, and blew out most of the dust. I built this computer a few years ago. I know the wire management is horrible, but don't judge me. It's got a Cooler Master V8 for the CPU cooler. It's got a an Intel 960 i7 processor, and then it's got the Radeon 5870, and then I've got a Corsair 850 watt power supply. I'm thinking that's going to be a big enough power supply to power the new card. After looking at some info online, it doesn't look like it'll be an issue. The only thing I'm slightly concerned about is making sure I have the right power pins. So I might have to take apart my bundle down here and see what we got. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and start here. First thing to do is get the old card out, ever so carefully. So yeah, I try to keep contact with the case when I'm taking components in and out. It's better to have a static pad, but I don't have mine here, so it is what it is. Easy does it. This is a really long card. It was big back in the day, and I know they've only gotten bigger. That's what she said. So yeah, there we go. An old 58. Oh my goodness, look at that dust in there. I don't know if you can see that. That's horrible. That is horrible. Alright, so I'm definitely going to have to make note of that and try to blow out those fans better. That thing is probably running hot as hell. Alright, so I've got the new card here, and I believe this is a 4-pin power connector. Now this has these 2 extra power pins, which I believe is to make it to a 4-pin. Let me just make sure I've got all my squares and circles correct. So that would, let's see here, that would slide in like that. Maybe. Oh, no, it's not going to. So that actually slides in right like that, which would leave this for that. Something like that. And then I'll have to do 2 of those. But I'm going to go look online and look up this 850 power supply just to be sure. Wouldn't want to make any mistakes with our power. So I will be right back. Alright, so after a bit of research online, it looks like that is the correct way to set it up. And so yeah, first thing I thought I'd make note of this. The size difference of my old 5870 compared to the new TI. The lengths are, well shoot, this thing is about an inch longer. I hope it'll fit. If not, I'll have to move this hard drive up or down to get it out of the way, which would be time consuming. And it's definitely, so it's about an inch longer and about an inch deeper. It's massive. And so yeah, I'll just do a quick size comparison. And there is not a whole lot of room in here, ladies. Not at all. So yeah, I'm gonna end up having to take this hard drive out, and I will probably move that up to this bay right here, and yeah, that'll free up some more space down there. Maybe I'll do a little wire management while we're at it. Anyways, I'll go ahead and cut the video here because you don't need to see all that crap. It's not interesting. And we'll be back. Alright, so I've actually got the hard drive tray out right now. This is how it's kind of set up with this case. These modules slide in and out. And I went ahead and I combined all 3 of them into one bay here. I had them separated a little bit just for some better airflow, but this is still pretty good airflow, considering that there's a fan that sits right here and it blows it that way. So I'm going to leave this out while I put in the card itself. And I'm going to peel off this plastic while I'm thinking about it. Would not want to forget that. Sure, it would reduce airflow in some capacity or another. And yeah, I'll do the best I can here. Fit this ginormous thing in. Without any sexual innuendos. Well, I got it to buckle, so if I can one-handedly here get these screws on, we'll be in Fat City. This is the tricky part though. So if you hear like a tinking noise and then me cussing a little bit, that's probably what's going on. I still cannot get over the physical size of this card. It's huge. I wouldn't mind building a whole new computer, but you just gotta build for what you got money for, you know what I mean? Then I just dropped, you know. This card was actually, comparatively speaking to the other 780 Ti's, the other 780 Ti's, you're talking $650 to the $720 range, at least on Newegg. And I found this one, it's an Asus, and it actually had, like, looking at all the clock speeds and everything, it was right in the middle clock speed wise. It wasn't the fastest, but it was far from the slowest. And they wanted 580 with this thing, and then Newegg also had a deal where I could get a, it's like surgery right here. They also had a deal where I could get another $30 rebate if I send in, you know, the flyer or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and save myself a little bit more money. Because, you know, 30 bucks is 30 bucks. Alright, so that's all tight, and I guess it's secure. I feel like I need like a steel post on this side to hold this sucker up. But that's the way they engineered it, so it'll probably work. It's all seated in there properly, it looks like. So now I have the job of getting the hard drive bay back in, and just kind of show you here a little bit. I got these fan cables. You can't see, but I got these fans right here. They have these little tiny cables that run down the channel. Other than that, it just slides right in. So I'll go ahead and I'll mess with that because it's going to look awkward, and I'll do a horrible job of making it look good. But yeah, there we go. It's in there, and it's so pretty. Zoom in on that. Zoom in on the sexiness a little bit. And look at that, they've got chrome lettering on there, direct something rather. Anyways, alright, well, I'll go ahead and I'll cut this out, and then we'll come back when I got the hard drives in. Alright, so everything's all back together. I've got, of course I got this in. I'll probably leave those plastic tabs on, I don't see a reason to take them off. I've got the hard drives in, I've got the back of the case on. The wiring sucks, but that's what you get for buying a really poor case. I actually really like this case, and it was the largest one that they sold at the time that I know of, unless it was some custom job. And it worked for what I had, but now that I'm getting more stuff in here, like at the time I only had one hard drive, and I mainly got it for the width so I could fit this V8 in here, but I didn't have, obviously, this ginormous card. So yeah, someday soon it'd be nice to get a larger case, but it's just what we got. So I'm going to go ahead and slap this all together. We'll put it back over where I keep my computer, and I'll plug it in, and fingers crossed it'll fire up.
Alright, finally got it all put back together and got it to post. It took a little while because, I don't know, it just took a long time to start up and do everything. Then I had to download the driver for it, and the driver was like 260 megabytes, something like that, so that took a few minutes. And then, yeah, I had to install it and restart and do all that. But finally we're back. We're back in Rust, and everything's fired up, and I got everything running again like I did before. And this is the comparison. It's got this really horrible motion blur, which I think I can turn off. I don't know. It says that's motion blur right there, but it's still pretty blurry. Anyways, but as you can see, it's running way smoother now. It's still blurry, but that has nothing to do with the card. It's just the game. And I'd really like to get my Star Citizen updated, get it, finish updating it, and then be able to play that. And I'll show you guys. I'll probably make like maybe a little Let's Play on it or something like that, and we'll check that out. But there you have it, my new 780 Ti. So I'm pretty stoked about that. If you had any questions about the installation or anything like that, let me know in the comment section. Hopefully you liked the video, and yeah, subscribe. I really appreciate it.